Greetings from Russia. Today I would like to share with you my new envelope that I have been putting together for quite some time, writing the actual letter, and I hope you will enjoy it. I have put the design on top and bottom of the pages. I used my laser printer to print out the design, and then I put the golden foil with an iron on the top, and it turned out quite differently because, for example, this one is almost covered fully, whereas this has black stripes showing through, and I decided to leave it as is because I really liked the way it turned out. So the envelope, the letter itself has the list of items I am including in this package, mostly stamps and some minor items and souvenirs. So, and among other items, I am including 2 postcards. One is dedicated to space. It's Yuri Gagarin, who is the first cosmonaut to travel to, the first man to travel to space in the world's history. He was the USSR cosmonaut, and he is very, very famous in my country. So that card is actually from the series of the cards about the space. And for example, this one is from the same series, but it features the International Space Station. And when I was choosing the card, I actually enjoyed this one more than that one. And also, he was the first man in space, whereas this station is not the first one. I believe it is the second in space. Before that, it was Mir Station, which was demolished by the USSR due to its age. So this is for the first card, and then the second card is the Ivazovsky painting. It's called Sunset over Yalta. Yalta is a city in Crimea, and I think it's a very nice card, and I have also decided to include it because I am sending a miniature sheet to my friend with Ivazovsky portrait and his painting. Not that one, but another one. So, and because I'm also including the miniature sheet of Moscow Oblast coat of arms, I'm including this bus ticket from Moscow Oblast. And the last item, non-stamp item, is this 10 rubles bill. It's not used anymore because they were substituted with the metal coins, but I still really love them, and they are extremely hard to find right now, but I was able to find a few at my granny's house, and I'm very pleased to send and share it with my friend from China. It shows the Krasnoyarsk city on the face and the back of the stamp. This is actually a dam on the river. So, and let's move to the stamps. Finally, this is the booklet that shows postal stamps, 10 pieces with Saint Basil Cathedral. They are worth 7 rubles and 50 kopecks each. So it's 75 rubles totaling. The booklet, you can close it, but I will be mailing them like that, so it will be more flat than when it's folded. So, and among the stamps, I am including this regular stamp with fox. It was 2 series before the current regular series. It was with different animals. This particular one is not the smallest stamp, but I was able to find it yesterday, and I was so happy and thrilled to buy them because they are very, very rare right now. I have never seen them in the stores anymore. So, and among stamps, I am including this souvenir sheet with 50 ruble stamp from 2012. It features 200th anniversary of the Russian victory in the Patriotic War of 1812. In the middle, you can see the eagle. It's the official emblem of that holiday. And in the corners, you can see 4 different military forces. The top left is artillery, and then this is the infantry, and these are 2 different types of cavalry. The first, the bottom left, is called cuirassiers. Please forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I only know the Russian equivalent of that. The second one is hussars, or gusары in Russian. And let's move to the historical stamps again. This is another anniversary, but dedicated to the Derbent city. It features the fortress in Derbent. The name of the citadel is Narinkala or Narinkala. The actual city is in Dagestan Republic, and it is the most southern city in Russia. The stamp was issued in 2015. Okay, I will use my letter to pick the information. So this one is from the series of A History of Uniforms of Russian Federation, and this particular one is the State Courier Service, features different uniforms throughout the history. So the State Courier Service was established by Paul I in 17. Oh gosh, what's wrong with my numbers and letters? It was established and founded in 1796. And so this stamp shows the uniform back then in 1797, and the courier system service actually is called Feldjägerski Korpus. It's not really a courier service, but that's what I could find for a translation of that particular name of the service. So the second stamp shows the uniform from 1862, then uniform from 1924 after the First War and before the second one, and then this is the modern uniform from 2011. The stamps are worth 22 rubles each. There are 4 in total. And then let's move to some more other than just history. So this is from the series of greatest artists of Russia. This is Ivan Konstantinovich Ayvazovsky. He was born and raised and lived and worked in Crimea, and he is one of my favorite artists, and he is actually a very famous marine artist in the world and extremely famous in Russia. So this shows the picture, the painting, the portrait, and the painting of the entrance to Sevastopol Bay. It was painted in 1852. Well, I really enjoy this stamp. The stamp was published in 2017 and worth 95 rubles. So, and let's move to the new year. It's new year coming, and this was the stamps from 2006 featuring the New Year stamps, which are called postal stamps to Ded Moroz, who is the Russian Santa Claus. He usually wears blue, not uniform, but blue coat, sometimes red, and now usually it's easier to find the red coat than the blue one. So the stamp shows the picture, the painting of 2 snowmen. The picture was painted by the girl who was 16 and Russian postal services, they held the competition, and that girl won the competition, and they used her picture painting as a design for the stamps. So besides the stamps and the Ded Moroz, you can find that there is a cathedral here. So in Russia, Ded Moroz he lives in a city called Veliki Ustyug, and that city has the cathedral. It's called Dormitian Cathedral in Veliki Ustyug. And the Ded Moroz also has the postal address for kids to write him letters with wishes. So and about the rest are also about some history. So the almost the last one is the stamp, the miniature sheet with that features Bank of Russia. It's a central bank of Russia. The bank was established in 1860 by the Emperor Alexander II. So on the stamps you can see the portrait of Lamansky. He was the head of the bank from 1867 until 1881. Then it shows different coins throughout the history. So 3 copies from 1841, 1 ruble from 1866, the gold chervonets, which is 3.4 grams of gold, and was issued in 1923, and the modern currency, which was I believe it was in 2015 or 17. Oh no, 2014, 1 ruble coin with the symbol of the Russian ruble. That was the commemorative coin. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that the top shows the two figures. That means crop yield and abundance, with the headquarters of the bank in the middle, and the last stamp also shows the headquarters of the central bank as well. Every single stamp is worth 40 rubles and was issued in 2015. So the last but not least from Russian stamps is this Moscow Oblast stamp. It shows the coat of arm, the current coat of arms, as well as the historical coat of arms. Every single coat of arms has the horseman, who is what's the name? Saint George. He is killing the dragon. So this is the modern code, as I have already told, and this one is in what was used from 1730. Then it was changed to this one, 1781, the year it was changed, and then later it was changed in 1857, and finally in 1992. And then we have this one. Just they took away the other coats of arms that were surrounding the main coat of arm. So, and you can see that in the envelope I am including some Chinese stamps. These I have as duplicates, and I asked my friend if I can mail them to her so she can exchange them for other stamps for the same value. It's around 36.6 yuan here in value. So the first one is miniature sheet of Disneyland, as you can tell, it's in China. And then this mini sheets, they are featuring 2 seasons of solar terms. There are 24 solar terms in China, and these 2 are featuring summer, so 6 terms per season, so 6 terms for summer and 6 terms for spring. Very beautiful, and there are three seasons that have already been issued, and the winter is still coming. So then I have this souvenir sheet that states 2017 for the rooster year, lunar year, and I just have it in my collection and want to substitute for something more, for something other, maybe not as beautiful, but something, at least something different. And there are a set of two different sheets. One is the miniature sheet and one is a souvenir sheet with different dinosaurs. Please excuse me. So the big miniature sheet has the serial number and shows different kinds of different kinds of dinosaurs. And you can tell that the name Chinese dinosaurs, it's actually cut through and it's like a holes, and the perforation is very nice because you can tell that it has a tiny dinosaur on top and bottom of the stamp cut out as well. And this one has another dinosaur. Very cute, but unfortunately I already have them, so I don't be needing them anymore. So these are for Chinese stamps, and I will be using this envelope to put everything together. And it was printed in 2003 and dedicated to Baltic Navy. You can tell it has some old ships and some modern aircraft, some modern crafts, maybe aircraft carriers, I'm not sure, but still very interesting envelope. And because my friend asked to protect the sides with the tape, I have been deciding between these different washi tapes, and I decided to use this one because I don't know, it just seems pretty simple and won't stick out too much, and the color is matching to the actual painting, the actual picture. So I hope you liked everything, and see you soon. Bye bye.